As corny as it sounds, when I left, I promised Bandit, or maybe I promised myself, that I'd return for him as soon as I found a place to live where he could run free. We'd grown up on the river together, and I didn't think it was right to take him from his home unless I could give him a better one someplace else. I didn't know what kind of conditions I'd be living under on the road, but whatever they were, it was my choice to subject myself to them, not his. So I left him with family in New England.
Lima beam.
When I returned in the fall of '98, it was me who discovered he had cancer. The vet said we shouldn't wait longer than a month or so before we put him to sleep, so that he wouldn't suffer. I had received a lot of attention from people in the media for walking across the country, but I didn't feel that was what I had done. Almost every day someone would stop and offer me a ride, and though at first I declined them, eventually I decided it was a good idea, as long as it didn't interfere with my journey. That was one of the reasons I'd left, to find hope. I made it a point to tell the news people and the interviewers that I'd gotten rides from some folks, but that never seemed to get emphasized, or even make it to the finished piece when the program aired. I couldn't go back and make them do another story, but I could make what they said true another way, by doing it again. After all, that's what I'd set out to do in the first place. Now I was worried the bandit wouldn't live long enough for me to make it back in time. I considered taking him with me, but I was averaging about 35 miles a day, and that was just too much for him. So I had to make a choice. Having learnt how to live pretty simply, I couldn't justify moving back into an apartment or a house. But I did think Bandit would need some kind of roof over his head, at least for the winter. By summer, the cancer had miraculously receded. I'd gotten my old job back, and Bandit was a regular old farm dog. As fall set in again, I knew he wouldn't make it through another New England winter. The cancer hadn't gone away completely, and I still had an unfinished feeling about my journey. So, having pretty much mastered the art of living on the road, I figured that place that I'd imagined, where Bandit could run free, was the entire country. Well, run and roll free. We made it as far as Pecos, Texas. I stashed the three-wheeler in the crawl space of an abandoned gas station and hitchhiked back to San Diego and got the truck, which was parked at a friend's house we met on the beach the night before we left. I brought him back to the river for one last canoe ride. Bandit died in my lap by a warm fire that same day. He was wagging his tail. I know he was just a dog, but he was also my friend and my responsibility. I made a lot of friends on my journey. I even got invited to the wedding of my friend Travis in Kentucky. And while I was there, I also got to see someone else.
Hey!
I changed his name to Ripple, and he has a 600-acre farm to run free on. So if nothing else comes from all this, at least I know I helped one friend at the end of his life, and another at the beginning of his. And to the people that were a friend to me, you are a symbol of what all people would like to see themselves as. Though many are puzzled by how you could trust a stranger into your life and into your home, what these people don't realize is that it wasn't so much me you were trusting as it was yourselves. You had the confidence in your own judgment to make a decision that many are unable to make. Thank you. You are an example to us all.
Now may the grace of God, the peace of God, and may the presence of the Holy Spirit, may He walk with you, talk with you, share with you, love you, and care for you, now, henceforth, and forevermore.
There you go.
Hey Chris, show me your tits.
Bye-bye.
Are you walking all the way to California?
Yeah.
I'm going to make it one way or another. If I can't make it in this town, I'll go to another town.
Have you ever seen Grandfather Mountain?
read.
I know you not. Let's go get some beer.
If you need a place to stay, you can stay at my place.
Out the driveway,
The interesting part is, you know, as you do it, it's just being you.
what I didn't say. You stop playing you, and I'll stop playing me. We're laying row by row in the fields of eternity. You'll stop playing you, I'll stop playing me. We'll be walking side by side